guys, welcome back to the 5th episode of this Everton career mode. We're about to get into a jam-packed episode here with 5 games to see out the year of 2023. So as you can see, we're going to be playing Chelsea, Burnley, Spurs, City and Wolves. 4 points and I'm happy. Anything less? An absolute disgrace. Anything more? A bit of a win before we head into the new year and the transfer window. We've fallen down the table a little bit of late, just with the run of losses that we have sustained. As you can see, Man United and City, Newcastle, Liverpool and Arsenal. Then you got a bit of a drop off to West Ham and ourselves. You've got Villa, Sheffield. Then you've got Chelsea, who are about to play in the opener of today. We've got Spurs, who are 11th. Wow. Palace, Brentford, Luton, doing very well. Wolves, Fulham, Forest leaving, Brighton, Burnley and Bournemouth in the relegation zone. Not what you would have expected. But we got a long episode ahead. We got 5 games, so let's just get cracking. All right, and just as we go into this game, you can see there's a little bit of stamina issues we got going on, but just a couple changes just to balance that all out. And we're going to get straight into this home game against Chelsea. All right, in the Chelsea lineup, they've got Sanchez in net, James, Disasi, Fofana, Cucurella, Caicedo, Lavia, Madueke, Mudryk, and Kunku, and Jackson with Washington, Sterling, Chalobah, Broja, Gallagher, Chilwell, and Bentinelli on the bench. Alright, so as we can see, Everton are at home, but they're not wearing blue because Chelsea only have 2 kits and they're both blue. Alright, Patterson clears and we can keep it clear, but can we counter? Patterson plays to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin's going to run to the byline. A little bit of a step over, back inside, plays the ball through for Danjuma. Danjuma's got the pace. Can he finish? Oh, ha ha ha. No one comes to Goodison Park without us putting up a massive fight. 20 minutes in, Danjuma makes it 1-0. Just a counter, exactly what we needed. We're 1-0 up. Let's keep this form going. Or should I say, let's get back in form. 5 in 14 for the left winger. Been very crucial for us thus far. Alright, so I've just noticed that stopped or went corrupt at about the 41st minute of the first half, unfortunately. But I've caught it at a point where we'll get to see out the remainder of this game, and I'll show you guys the second goal that we just scored at the end of the game with the highlights that we can quickly look at. Gomez plays it through on Yango. He's not really got the pace, but let's have a crack. Not great, but we'll have a crack here. We'll bring on Ashley Young late on. All right, let's see what you've got, Harrison. Let's Danjuma wins it, but can't do anything with it. Harrison to whip it in again. Finds Danjuma again over the top. I think I already know the player of the year votes for this one. I think Danjuma's going to get 3 for sure. I'm going to give Branthwaite 2. And I think when he was on, as you guys won't get to see now, James Garner had a great game, so he's going to get 1 point. And what you've probably noticed is you don't see the votes at the end of the year. That's sort of intentional. At the end of the episode, sorry. I'm just going to maybe drop it in there randomly, or I'm not going to show you guys until the end of the season. Oh, man, we could have had a third here. We've sort of... They came out the blocks this second half, like all guns blazing. But after about the 55th minute, it's just been all us, and they've sort of had nothing. And you can see, as it shows on the scoreboard, with the 2-0 to Everton. And this is just another poor season, it looks like, from Chelsea. They're a young outfit, but Yeah, there's potential, but it looks like there's going to be a few years of growing pains. And there you have it. Everton 2, Chelsea 0, thanks to Danjuma and Michael Keane off the bench. What we'll do is we'll quickly go and have a look at that highlight. And here we have it. It was just from a corner, whipped in by Danjuma, finds out Michael Keane again, and just finishes it beautifully. There you go, Danjuma in, marked by 3 guys, but they couldn't do a thing, and that put us 2-0, and that just gave us the win in the end. So a great start to this episode after some poor form. So it's time to get into the next one against Burnley, I believe. All right, fellas, as we go into this second game of the episode up against last placed Burnley, we've made some changes, and as we can see up the top, Beto is making his return after his injury match day 6 in that win over Brentford. So he's making his return. We've got Harrison out on the left who's come in. We've got Gomez in that holding mid. We've got Keane who's come in, and we've got Patterson who's come in. Let's get into this one, and I'll show you the Burnley lineup also. All right, so Burnley have Muric in net with Roberts and Taylor on the wing backs, with Jordan Bayer and E.C. Egan-Riley at centre back. You've got Cullen holding down that midfield with Manuel on the right. Then you've got Brownhill and Sander Berger as the CMs. Zarauri on the left and Amdouni up top leading the line. They've got Obafemi, Redmond, Del Crooks, Larson, Tresor, O'Shea, and the Chilean goalkeeper on the bench. All right, this is a big game, because if we can win this is more points from this episode than I was honestly expecting us to get. I didn't expect to get a result against Chelsea, but that probably means we'll get an upset defeat here to the Clarets. All right, Makalenko's got a bit of time and space here. Harrison's making a bit of a run. Can he get past his man? Not really, but Mikalenko's come down that wing for him. Holding the ball up, plays it in. Doucouré ends at McNeil. McNeil to Beto. Have we just won a penalty? Is this our first penalty of the series? Let's have a look at this. It was a bit of a quick replay. I don't think I properly saw it, but it looks like we have our first penalty. Is Beto our best penalty taker? Let's have a quick look before we go probably missing it. Yeah, let's give it to him. Let's let him take it. Why am I not surprised? Scoring penalties against the AI is freaking ridiculously hard. It was on the previous iteration of the game, FIFA 23, and clearly it is again on FC 24. Oh, that's an interesting one. Fulham Burnley. Hold on. He's put it wide. There is a 4-way tie for last, all joint on 11 points, and Fulham is one of those teams with Burnley. So that's a huge game for both of them. Benson Manuel has been very good for them in the attack. He's creating everything for them. Sanderberg plays it to his winger. Michael Keane's come out of the line and hasn't got the tackle made. We've given it straight back to them. Brownhill puts the Clarets 1-0 up here at Turf Moor. That brings them off the bottom of the table. And that hurts Everton's run for European football, especially with the games we've got coming up. Nothing Pickford could do about that. That is just a good finish and a great shot. Just needed someone down the line. Finds McNeil, but he's got nowhere to go. McNeil just holding it up. Dele Alli's made the run. Plays it back in for Beto. Beto's through the middle of the line. He has a crack. He finds the back of the net. It's 1-1. The man is back from injury and gets a very, very crucial goal for us. Can we go on and steal it now? That could be a very, very costly penalty miss earlier in the game. I've only put him in because Calvert-Lewin hasn't been scoring for us recently. Oh, that should have been saved. We got very lucky. That's EAFC at its finest, but we're going to take it. Beto on the score sheet. Game's level with 10 to go, plus stoppage. Let's not throw it away, lads. A point from this game is probably pretty good considering how well they've played, but we want 3. Burnley are looking good. Everton are looking shaky at the back. Brownhill's through again. Brownhill hits the post. Pickford's gotten back in time. No! 92nd minute winner for Burnley. Oh, the penalty comes back to haunt us. The missed penalty costs us anything. It's huge for Burnley, but it's costly for us. I thought we got away with it after hitting the post. I thought we got in front of him to block it. Should it have been saved? It's a pretty good shot. Burnley are going to take all 3 points here. Second goal and only his 6th appearance. And it's massive. Alright, now it's time to go away to the 10th place Tottenham Hotspur. We've got City in 2 days' time. So this isn't the strongest Everton side. As we can see with Coleman on the right, we've got Godfrey Keane as the centre half. You got Mikalenko on the left. Idrissa Gueye, Gomez holding down that midfield. Dele Alli, McNeil, Harrison, and Calvert-Lewin. This could be a really, really tough game for us. So hold in there with me and let's see how we go. I'm just going to quickly change the captain to Mark King. All right, so Spurs have Lloris in net, Pedro Porro on the right, Romero and Dyer as the centre halves, Davies on the left, Skip holding down, Benton, Kerr and Sarr as the CMs, Kulusevski on the right, Richarlison up against us for the first time in this save. At striker with Perisic on the left, Johnson, Lo Celso, Van de Ven, Belize, Madison, Royale, and Vicario on the bench. That tells me Heung-min Son is injured. That might make sense as to why their form's not as great. They're lacking that killer instinct up top. Hopefully Richarlison can have a poor game. Let's see what we can do with this. Oh, Calvert-Lewin. It's a risky ball back to Lloris. So we've got Dele Alli up against his former side. You've got Richarlison on their side up against us, up against his former team. And both teams probably aren't looking the strongest they could. So, I don't know. The Spurs side's probably stronger than mine. Like, this Everton side that we've run out with probably isn't the strongest. Like, we're not going to deny that. But that doesn't mean we can't hold our own against this Spurs team that's sitting in 10th place at the moment, and we're in 7th. Good ball. Calvert-Lewin's got away. Dyer and Davies on the left is a bit of a slow combination. Back to Dele Alli. Blocked. Almost. That was well done though. Good opening play here from us. But I don't want to see them get on a nice attack. Gomez with a good ball for Harrison. Harrison sees Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin just can't get a good enough touch. It gets away from him. Alright, here we go. Spurs with their first decent opportunity here with Perisic to whip it in. Gomez gets up, but it's still in a danger area, and it still is yet again. Keane can't get rid. Dyer gets to Sarr. Sarr plays it back to Porro. Dele Alli with a good tackle. Plays it to Calvert-Lewin. He's going to take it out wide. He's got the pace on Skip, but Romero is another beast in itself. McNeil to whip it in. Looks like he's found Harrison. Oh, that's interesting. Wasn't a very good header, but the bounce was really awkward there for Lloris. And now, alright, Spurs have thrown it in. Richarlison can't win the header. Back with Kulusevski. Finds Madison off the bench, long range.
puts it wide, holding it up, plays it to Young. Young plays it in for Calvert-Lewin. He's going to hit it from the edge of the box straight at the keeper, though. As we can see, our Boxing Day fixture up there is against the Manchester City. Hence why we really need to come away with a win here, not just a draw. Especially after that defeat to Burnley, which I said I wouldn't be surprised after that Chelsea win. Here we go, Richarlison with a lot of space. Richarlison plays a good ball to Benton Kerr. Plays an even better ball for Pedro Porro. Back in for Richarlison, who did absolutely nothing with it and just stood there and let Marquis make the tackle, allowing Harrison to go up the other end and counter. Calvert-Lewin makes a run, holding it up, plays it through for Dele Alli, has a crack. Good save, Lloris. Alright, and Perisic has found himself in a good position, holding the ball up for Spurs here. Young, good interception, plays it back to Pickford. Mikalenko, oh, he's got no time. Well done. Harrison, Chimiti, gonna lay it back to Harrison. Porro's got him covered, but Harrison plays it back to Chimiti. He's got space. He's going to have a crack himself. Good shot, good save. Couldn't get on the end of it. I'll take that. That was a tough game. We had to rotate as well. Let's get into the toughest game we're going to have so far this series, up against Manchester City.
All right, we're going to run through both sides for this game. So we're going with Pickford in net with Patterson, Tarkovsky, Branthwaite and Mikalenko as the back four, with Idrissa Gueye and Onana holding, with Doucouré as our box-to-box. McNeil, Danjuma on the wings with Beto up front. As you can see, the bench has Chimiti, Dobbin, Onyango, Garner, Coleman, Young and Godfrey. Man City have got Edison in net with Walker, Ake, Diaz and Gomez as their back four. De Bruyne, Silva, Alvarez as their midfield. Foden, Haaland, Grealish as the front three, with Phillips, Kovacic, Stones, Nunez, Rodri, Gvardiol and Ortega on the bench. Alright, here's a big game for us. Up against second place Manchester City, not in the greatest of form at the moment. They got a bit of fatigue from their midweek fixture also. So we might be able to pull something out of the hat in this one. We're back at home. I'm also watching the Merseyside derby at the same time, and as I've started this game, Ashley Young has been sent off for a second yellow. It's 0-0, 38 minutes in that one, but could go pretty pear-shaped for Everton from here on out. We've turned it over in a very, very vital position with great tackle Tarkovsky on Haaland there to get us out of trouble. McNeil's found Beto. Beto's holding it up. Here comes Doucouré. We're still on the ball though. Plays it to Patterson. Patterson's going to go down the byline. Patterson is going to come inside. Plays it in. Does find Beto, but he's just put it across the goal. Good effort. Opening 25 minutes, we've pretty much had all the ball. We're trying to hold as much possession and see what we can do. We want to minimise their time on the ball because they'll just punish us. McNeil's won the ball, plays it to Onana, lays it off for Doucouré. Doucouré hits it near post and he's beaten Edison. We're 1-0 up against Manchester City here at Goodison Park. What is going on? We've just won the ball back. He gets the ball straight to Onana, lays it off. Doucouré's just in the right position and Doucouré's hit it at the near post and Edison's just... He's not positioned correctly. He's left too much of a gap between him and his near post. It's a bit of an odd dive, but at the end of the day, we don't care. It's worked in our favour. Doucouré's got his second goal of the season, and we're 1-0 up against last year's, I believe, treble winners. Beto wins the ball off De Bruyne around the halfway line. He's going to try and play it to Danjuma, but Walker reads it, and he's going to get City on the attack here. It's ended up back with Walker. They're looking a bit how you going when they're on the ball. They don't look like that dangerous Manchester City side that we're used to seeing. And that's probably why they're not top of the table and why they've only won 3 of their last 5. Walker pulling the strings for the City at the moment. Foden is through. Foden's beaten Pickford, and there it is. There's that goal we've been waiting for. He's picked the ball up, and they're ready to go again. It was coming. It really was. They've been in control this second half. We've not been. We've barely touched the ball. Good finish. Good shot. Can we hang on to a point? The way they're playing, it's going to be tough. And we've turned it straight over. Alvarez plays it to Foden. Foden plays it to Walker. Mikalenko's going to try and track him down. Mikalenko with a very... How you going, tackle? Yikes. And it's a red. Is that our first straight red card this season? I don't recall if we've got one. But that could have just ruined the game for us. Alright, Ashley Young has just come on for Idrissa Gueye. We're going to put Ashley Young into the left back spot. We're just going to have 2 midfielders to see out this game. Alright, Dobbin plays the ball through for Danjuma. Danjuma cuts back inside. He can't get past Kyle Walker. Young wins the ball though. Branthwaite. Onana. Good ball, but just doesn't get it to Danjuma. Kovacic with a good ball, but Patterson gets to it. We've turned it over, and Alvarez has just won a penalty, and Pickford's picked up a card. Oh boy, could this game get any worse? It's just... I mean, I get it, I do. It is a foul. But that's frustrating. We've just thrown the game away here. Haaland is 99%. He's going to put this in the back of the net. Oh my goodness, he's drilled it. That's one of the best penalties I've seen. I think that's the first penalty we've given away as well, and he's going to celebrate with Pep. Like I said, they go 1-0 behind. They're almost more deadly. Watch this penalty, guys. Bang. I don't care who's in it. No one's saving it. Absolutely no one. I feel like we've thrown that away in the end. City were the better team in the second half, but can't help but feel like that one's on me. It's on me, boys. We got one more game left in this episode. Let's try and end on a high. Alright, so the lineup we're going to take into this game after that Manchester City defeat is Pickford in net with Patterson, Keane, Branthwaite and Godfrey as our back four. Gomez, Doucouré as our holding DMs, Dele Alli as our box-to-box with McNeil, Harrison as our wingers and Calvert-Lewin as the striker. We got Beto, Dobbin, Garner, Idrissa, Seamus Coleman, Ashley Young and James Tarkowski on the bench. With the Wolves lineup, we've got Bentley in net, we've got Doherty, Kilman, Bueno as the back four. We've got Gonzalez on the right, Lamina, Bellegarde as the CMs, Hung Hee Chan on the left, Cunha in behind the striker of Khaled Dizak. Man, they got some names. Then they got Fraser, Neto, Aït-Nouri, Silva, Gomez, Johnny, and Jose Sarr on the bench. Alright, here we go. Underway here at the Molineux. In the reverse fixture early in the season, we got a 2-1 win after the Doucouré sealed it with the second goal, which came in the 42nd minute. So hopefully we can repeat that fortune and get another win here against Wolves, who are sitting down in 16th currently, which you would probably expect them to be a bit higher up the table. But I guess we've seen their lineup and we've seen who's on the bench. If they're not playing some of their top players, it's no surprise they're sitting down in the lower end of the table. Harrison, Calvert-Lewin. Oh my goodness. We've got a bicycle kick in the 12th minute from the Englishman to put us 1-0 up. I didn't expect to score from that little cross from Harrison, but that's come off for us. Look. Chests it and then bicycles it. Look at this. Over the top of the keeper's head, and Bentley's just like, I should let that in, just him giving it a go, it looks like. Calvert-Lewin, only his 5th goal of the season, though. We don't have a player, let alone a striker, that's scoring goals for us, like, consistently. Yeah, it's been shared around, but you want your striker to be scoring, ideally 15 goals or more in a season. On this trajectory, Calvert-Lewin will struggle to get 10. And then you got Beto, who missed a big chunk of the season, who's only got maybe a couple league goals in his hat trick in the Carabao Cup. Oh, and Calvert-Lewin's won the ball. He's taking it off the defender. He's through. He's going to have a job. Oh, 21 minutes in. Wolves 0, Everton 2. We lost that game against City. And we've come out of the gates firing in this one. Calvert-Lewin's like, you should have had me up top, gaffer. You're going to talk crap about my goal scoring capabilities. Well, I'm going to smack in a couple for you to start this game and put us in a nice position early in the first half here at the Molineux. Well, let's keep this going. We've not scored a whole lot of goals this season. We've only scored, I believe we scored 23 goals. I was looking at our league position coming into this game, and we've conceded 23. So our attack's not amazing, but our defence hasn't been too bad. Oh my god. And we've gifted him a goal. Just absolute stupidity. Oh, that's just feeling comfortable and cocky. Look at that. Oh, that's embarrassing. This is no longer a comfortable lead. This is now anyone's game, and we've only got ourselves to blame here. That's his 5th goal of the season. Here we go, McNeil's going to put a ball in, finds Doucouré, and Doucouré finds the back of the net. 3-1 now. Just what we needed. Just to give us that little cushion, just in case we do something stupid yet again. And Doucouré's got 2 goals in 2 games. I believe he scored the goal against City. Just gets up there, wins it, and puts it in the back of the net for us. Just what we needed. Godfrey plays the ball for Dobbin. Dobbin plays it through for Beto. Beto's going to have a shot, and Beto's for in the back of the net. Both strikers are now on the scoreboard, and that's Beto's first touch, as it is for Dobbin also. An assist for Dobbin off the bench, and a goal for Beto. Confidence building this game is massively. This could be our best win of the season. Just across the keeper, powerful, nothing he could do about it. Great finish from Beto. Godfrey again with the ball. Finds Dobbin, turns back inside. Dobbin with a good ball for Garner. Can he make it 5? That's a terrible, terrible shot. Alright, and looks like this is going to be our joint biggest win of the season, as same as the opening day, actually, where we beat Fulham 4-1 after going a goal down. Yeah, and that should be game. Whistle should be blown in a second. They've played it back. That's game. 4-1. What a way to end the episode. Thank you guys for joining me for this one. A longer episode. We have more games. We've only got 3 games next episode, but we've got the January transfer window open. Hopefully we can have some fun, but hopefully we don't lose some crucial players. So I can't wait. I'm going to get straight into that while I'm watching the end of this Merseyside derby. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.